And I think I'm live. I think I sat there for a minute and looked around and didn't realize I was live. But here I am. I see that there's already people waiting and talking. That is awesome. You guys are amazing. How's everyone doing tonight? Let me see who's here. Macaroni May, Green 50 Life, a couple of trolls. Red Neckerson's Resells, hi. A lot of PA folks in the chat. That's really super cool. I'm picking up my phone because I'm checking something. Can y'all hear me? Well, I hope all my trolls that I want here will be here. I hope all the trolls have a wrench. Okay, so you guys can hear me. Good Stuff just joined. Hello, how are you? I'm excited. There's a lot of PA people here. That's pretty cool. Like the first year of reselling, I honestly thought that like there were no other resellers in PA. Ah, Sherry's here. Hi. Someone from Australia. That's super cool. So before I get started tonight, I am going to warn you guys we are having 2 technical difficulties here. Donatella, hi. First of all, you can see the screen flickering. We don't know what that's about. We've been working on it all day trying to fix it. When I record videos in OBS, my camera doesn't do that. Every time I'm in Google Hangouts, it does that. So you're going to see the flickering. We'll just chalk it up to the fact that I'm an amateur. And then my brick for my laptop today decided that if you breathe on it or look at it wrong, my computer's going to turn off. So we have it set up to where it's in the laptop, it's set. But if I disappear, hang tight, I'll be right back. We ordered a new brick for the laptop, but it's estimated not to get here until Friday. So my first live show without Casey. This is actually my second live show. My first live show was from Vegas. We were using Casey's laptop, Casey's equipment. Casey helped me. So this is my first one alone. There's obviously going to be some technical difficulties, right? The flickers, the Illuminati. So there's 13 people in here. That's my lucky number. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. We're going to talk about Adyen first. And then after I go over what I learned about Adyen in a pop-up workshop at eBay Open, I will open the floor for Q&A. And you guys can ask me anything within reason. You can ask me about Vegas. You can ask me about eBay Open. You can ask me about how I source, how I thrift, how I list, how Keith sources lists, any questions that you guys have for us. And they don't have to be about reselling. You can ask me other questions, and within reason, I'll answer them. Renee is here. Hi, Frenchie. RVA Flips is here. Hey, guys, welcome in. Welcome in. Yes, you can ask me questions about my hammies, my babies. All right, so first we're going to talk about Adyen. I'm not even sure if I say it correctly, but I'm pretty sure Adyen is the correct way to say it. That's how it's spelled. That's how I'm going to pronounce it. Hi, Chiari. Welcome in. I hope I didn't butcher your name. So when I was at eBay Open, they had an area in the general exhibition hall called the pop-up area. And they had not exactly like workshops with the PowerPoint presentations and everything. They just had pop-ups where people got on the stage with the mic and they would present whatever they were presenting. They had one on the new payment plan. So Keith and I decided to attend that, thinking that would be something we could actually learn from and benefit from attending. Not to say that their workshops weren't good, but I really feel like a lot of the workshops were geared towards newbies and we didn't really take a lot away from them. Sorry, I'm reading the chat. So we decided that we were at least going to get one beneficial workshop out of this. So we went to the one on the new payment system. Now, as you guys know, some folks got the message from eBay and some folks didn't, inviting them in to try the new payment system on the beta before it's across the board. All sellers have to switch to it. So we did get that invite. We did not accept it because the invite didn't give us any kind of information. It basically said, hey, congratulations, we picked you to go on the new payment plan. Click here to, and we're like, what? Well, you're not telling us any information. And we're not going to agree to something before we know about it, right? So we decided not to jump in and join and to kind of hold off until we could get more information. So we went to the pop-up, and we are so glad we did not jump in on the beta because y'all, I'm not even going to like it when I'm forced to go into it. So here's the scoop real quick. If you opted in, if you were given the message and you opted in, you are stuck forever. You cannot opt out. So even while it's in beta and not everybody's in it, if you're in it, you are in it until the end. You can never leave. It's like Hotel California, you guys. You can never leave. Currently, if you're using the new payment system, you cannot have the global shipping program on your listings. This is the biggest reason we're glad we didn't jump into it without any knowledge, because we didn't know that. That's what we learned at the pop-up. And I would say 1 to 2 a day of our sales are international through the global shipping program. And a lot of what I sell, I'm sorry about the camera, I can see that, sorry. A lot of what I sell overseas is American stereotype stuff that people overseas like. And that means a lot of my larger, more expensive Disney plush, a lot of my Hershey stuff that I find here in PA because that's on the other side of PA. Just a lot of iconic, that's the word I'm looking for, not stereotypical. Iconic American stuff is what I sell globally. And if I lost, you know, even just one $30 plush sale a day, let's see, fees would be $4.50. One's that big, I charge shipping on, so they're paying for that. And then I usually pay like $1, maybe $2. So you're looking at like, say $5.50. I'm losing $20, give or take a little bit, a day on selling my Disney plush globally. So I'm really glad we didn't opt in. But if you did and you're stuck, you cannot use the global shipping program. They are saying by 2020, the global shipping program will be back into place. It is very murky. I'm going to get into that in a minute. You can no longer accept payments through PayPal. So your money is not going to PayPal either, but you're still having to pay for your shipping. So what happens is they're using the new payment system and they're paying eBay through, I believe they said Apple Pay and credit cards. And eBay is going to hold on to your money and give it to you through transfer to your bank account. A lot of us are familiar with that through Posh. Except with Posh, you have to request your money with Poshmark. eBay is going to, I think, from what I understand from what the lady said, you're going to set up your bank account for transfers with them. And once a day, they're going to transfer the money over for you without you having to ask for it. So the money will come daily. But in the meantime, you're paying for shipping with PayPal. So you guys are going to have to, those of you that are in the beta program, if you're not already, you're going to have to get organized and get a separate bank account for your business and or make sure that you always have business money in your PayPal to cover your shipping each day. Because most of us are used to emptying out our PayPals to down about $50. I say that because you should always leave $50 in your PayPal. If you're not leaving $50 in your PayPal, you need to be leaving $50 in your PayPal. It covers returns and stuff. But most of us empty our PayPals out once or twice a week down to $50, and we put the money in our business bank account. We pay our fees, we pay our bills, we pay our own selves a paycheck, whatever. And then each day people buy stuff from us, the money goes to PayPal and you buy your shipping out of it. But now your money's going to be through a whole different system going to your bank account. So you're going to have money in your PayPal above and beyond that $50 to cover the shipping. Or you can link your PayPal directly to a bank account that has your business funds in it, and just leave your PayPal empty and pay for your shipping with PayPal and have them draw that money from your bank. But then they're going to use that $50 first and then pull from the bank. And then you're going to have that whole mess of not having any money in PayPal for returns. Hey, Wade Ventures in the house and Rockstar Flipper. Hey, guys. Welcome in. I'm just talking about Adyen and basically mostly just the cons, because I really wasn't impressed with the pop-up. Casey, I only got live to work because of you, so thank you so much for all of your help, Casey. I really, really appreciate you taking the time out of your day to answer my 1 million questions. Okay, so that's covered. So no global shipping. You cannot take payments through PayPal, but you're still paying for your shipping through PayPal. They should be transferring your payments on the daily to your bank account. And they're going to be taking a percentage of these payments from you in addition and on top of your final value fees, because they're now your payment processor. So instead of paying fees to Adyen or fees to PayPal like we're all used to, you're going to pay extra fees to eBay for taking your money in addition to your final value fees. But they're not going to take that money out. So if you sell $50 worth of goods, you get $50 transferred to your bank account. And then your invoice is going to have the fees for them taking the money for you in addition to your final value fees, and you'll have to pay that bill. I don't like that either. I mean, eBay, it's 2018. Can we get on board? Poshmark is able to take fees out before they give you money. If I sell a $30 pair of jeans and I gave a $1.50 discount on shipping and they take out their 20%, that's $7.50, right? So I get $22.50. Poshmark manages to take their fees out before they give me my money. I don't get all my money and then have to worry about paying an extra bill. That to me is so frustrating. Did Jamie finally get here? He should be here. He has a wrench. I hired him and he's failing. So how much are they going to take in fees for being your payment processor? That's the question, right? The lady would not give us a straight answer. We were told that we could talk to other people after her presentation who were more knowledgeable. The percentage they're going to take from your money for being your payment processor is going to be based on an individual basis, and that's the only information we could get from them. Night Required Filled in the house. Hey, Guy, how are you? So that's the only information we could get. Nothing beyond that. Just it'll be based individually. So I don't know if you're going to pay less fees if you're a bigger store, you have a higher volume, or you sell more, you make them more money. And the smaller people are going to pay more, which is not even fair. So we don't even know how that's going to be. We just know it's based on an individual basis. It is glitchy. My camera's glitching out, and I told them at the beginning, Casey, my laptop battery is fried and the brick is not necessarily connecting. So I'm like way back from the table because if I breathe incorrectly, my computer's going to shut down. Oh, we're talking about them glitching, not me. Okay, yeah, PayPal glitches a lot. So those of you that are in beta, good luck. I'm definitely ignoring the message. I believe we deleted it. I will not be signing up. No, I do not want your invitation. No, thank you. But they did say that they will be moving people in batches moving forward. The first round of people in this beta of the new payment system are optional. You got a message. You could say yes or no. And then after that, it's not optional. And I didn't get a straight answer on this either. It's just going to be batches. They didn't say how they're going to choose, what the criteria is going to be, but they're just going to start grabbing sellers in batches and moving them into the new system. Between now and 2020, and in 2020, we will all be in the new system. So that's Adyen in a nutshell. There's still a lot of questions that I have that I don't feel were answered. Oh, yeah, Jamie, I saw that. What they did Jamie today was really, really really not cool. They basically admitted he got scammed and told him he had just had to deal with it. How much confidence do you have in an eBay change not glitching? None, really, no. So yeah, that's my whole spiel on Adyen. That is what I heard at the pop-up. I asked questions after the pop-up. And so that is all the information I have. I noticed something about the eBay people at Open. They're really good at dancing around topics they don't want to answer. That's cool. So if you guys want to ask me any questions about Adyen now, you can. I'm going to go ahead and open up the floor for Ask Me Anything. So I'll just start reading the chat and answering questions. This has to affect PayPal. Well, as far as I know, eBay owns PayPal. I don't even know what's, I don't know. I think a lot of people are trying to move away from PayPal because of the fact that people can come back through PayPal and challenge a purchase. Like if, you know, they challenge eBay and you win the eBay case, they can go through PayPal later and get the charge back. I think that's a lot of the reason why places like Mercari and Posh don't use PayPal. The Adyen fees, Cherry, again, are going to be based individually on each store and each person. And we're not paying fees to them. We're paying the fees to eBay. They did not talk about any of the chargebacks with Adyen or how long that's going to take. The way they made it sound was like, we're not ever going to deal with Adyen. We're never going to deal with them. We're never going to have any dealings with them, and neither will the buyer. Adyen's just going to be the program eBay uses to get the payments, and then we will deal directly with eBay. eBay will handle our money, take the fees, give us our money, and handle any and all customer complaints. Red Neckerson's resells. It was really nice to meet you too. I'm glad that we did have the chance to meet up. And I agree. I got a lot more out of eBay Open from networking and talking to folks and meeting other resellers and sitting around talking shop. We did sign up for Biz Boost. I had an appointment. Oh, for those of you that don't know, I got food poisoning really bad while we were in Vegas. And it put me down for about 16 hours. Fortunately, it was Tuesday, like most of the workshops, and things happened Wednesday and Thursday. Tuesday was kind of free day. I was in the cabana with Casey and Sydney and Beth Ann from Ten of Hearts, and I had to leave the cabana and go to my room, and I thought I was going to die. So I lost 16 hours of my time being sick. Exactly, RVA flips. It's exactly how we don't deal with Mercari's payment processor. We're just going to be dealing with eBay. Well, allegedly, they fired all the customer service reps that were failing or doing the glitch, that were causing the glitches. Let me speak English. It looks like they said that the payments are going to be sent over on a daily basis to your bank account. But you're going to get all of your sales, like I said. So if you sell $150 worth of stuff, you're getting $150. And then the fees for the payment processing and your final value fees and everything will be in your invoice. Yeah, you know, Sherry, Kate got sick too, Casey's fiance, but it didn't hit her as hard. She was like over it in like 4 or 5 hours. For some reason, it got me. And honestly, I really wasn't well for the rest of my time there. I just faked it. Every time I ate, I felt sick. Every time I got on the heat, I felt hot. I just got to a point, and I told Keith and I told Casey and his fiance, Kate. I just got to a point where I'm like, you know what? I'm just not even going to eat anymore. I'm just going to like drink alcohol to kill the germs in my body until I get back to Pennsylvania. Donatella says, I was on the phone yesterday about a refund. Customer never returned the item. eBay refunded them from my PayPal account. Now eBay blames PayPal and PayPal blames eBay. Yeah, that's pretty common, Donatella. I don't really think you're ever going to be able to fight that because they're all going to pass the blame around. But I would say the positive thing about getting rid of PayPal and not having that middleman, that can't happen in the future. eBay can't blame someone else if they're the ones handling your money. At Frenchie, you're right. We can't really do anything about it. By 2020, we are all going to be into the new payment system, whether we like it or not. I've said it before in my videos. It's eBay sandbox. So it's their sandbox. They make the rules. You can either play by their rules or you can sell somewhere else. That's the bottom line. I don't agree with a lot of what's going on with eBay right now, but it reaches the biggest market. So I keep my stuff there, but I am cross-posting to other platforms and selling elsewhere. Right. Keith is right. Adyen, sorry, will be cutting out the 6-month guarantee the PayPal offers. Like I said before, they won't be able to charge back anymore on you. So there won't be no 6 months later getting their money back. What did I say that was so funny? So Fred Neckerson's resale says we need to keep current on our fees now. That's a good thing for new sellers to know because it can bite. Yeah, it can totally bite you. Y'all, what we do, and this is a good practice. I mean, you feel free to emulate us. We pay our fees every Monday. That's our bookkeeping day. It keeps them from adding up for the whole month. It keeps us on top of things. It keeps our books straight. So every Monday, we take all of our receipts from sourcing and yard selling. We enter that. We use GoDaddy bookkeeping, and then we enter in our mileage for the week and anything else that we bought or purchased that are supplies. And then we pay eBay every Monday. And then after we pay eBay, we transfer all but $50 from PayPal to our business account and leave that $50 there for returns and such. And then we give ourselves our paychecks. But it is a good idea to pay. There's some people that pay eBay every day, and you can. You're going to overpay. I will say this. So like the first Monday, the eBay bill is really high, and we pay like a lot. And then the next like 2 to 3 Mondays, it'll say amount due $300, but we had paid $400 or whatever, and it knocks it down, and we have really tiny bills for a couple of weeks. Oh, Wade, you're so sweet. I don't know that everybody loves the hippos. Hippos for life. Sherry's so funny. Yeah, Wade and Keith, they bonded. I'm telling y'all, Wade and Keith were like bros at eBay Open. They hung out. Keith's really shy. He doesn't talk a lot. Wade really drew him out and spent a lot of time with him. That was really cool. They really became friends. Oh, me drinking alcohol for the rest of the trip is what Holly laughed at. But Holly, every time I ate, I felt sick. And it like actually lasted, and after I got home, I even went to my primary care physician, and I'm like, I thought this was only supposed to last for 24 hours. Why am I still sick? And she said sometimes it lasts. I'm better now. I'm good. Oh, Deb's here. Hi, Deb. Thank you so much. I'm pretending I'm not live. That's how I'm hanging. I'm sure that someday I can get on here and just be okay with being live, but I have to pretend I'm not. Jamie has 2,000 books to grade. Oh, Jamie, remind me later. We bought a vinyl record. It was like at a yard sale right before we went to Vegas. And I put it aside because I wanted to ask you some questions about it. Red Neckerson's resells. You are right. You play ball in somebody else's field. You play by their rules. It's technically my second live show. I did do a live show with Casey in Vegas. New Hippo fan. Well, hi, Heidi. Welcome in. Thank you for joining us. I appreciate you being here. One of us. One of us. The vibe was different, Frenchie. If y'all don't know who Frenchie is, that's Stitch Witch. That's what we call her, that are her friends. It was different. It wasn't really a downer. Like, there were still, people were happy to be there. We were all connecting. We were all networking. The general assemblies, people were still cheering and clapping and having a good time. But there was just this different vibe. And you could tell that the eBay execs were dancing around a lot of stuff. They acknowledged the glitches by saying, oh, we hate glitches. They suck. But that's all they would do to acknowledge them. But there was definitely, like, this is my first eBay Open. Let me just be clear. This was my first. I've never been before. But the vibe I was getting wasn't what I was expecting. The vibe was kind of like we were all happy to see each other and connect. Resellers were happy to be together and connecting and making friendships and forging new relationships. But we were kind of like at eBay. It was like we were there just to hang out and not so much garner information from eBay, but network with each other. They should do panels at eBay and let resellers learn from each other. They really should. So Sherry's asking me where my fur baby is. You guys, I have 2 hamsters. I have a Chinese hamster, MC hamster. She was my first one. A lot of you know MC hamster. She's about this big. She's very small. They don't get big. So when you think of hamsters, you guys always think of the fat cheeks. And they're, you know, bigger and they sit up like this. Chinese hamsters don't do that. They kind of resemble a mouse. So she's real small. She's brown. And she has a black stripe down her back like a chipmunk. And then she has a wee little tail. It's not quite as, well, it's nowhere near as long as a mouse tail. It's really, really stubby, like this big. And she uses it to wrap around things and stuff the same way mice and rats do. But it's tiny. And then we added another hamster to the family. I don't know who saw the video, so I'll just really quickly tell the story. I bought a second hamster cage at a yard sale thinking it would connect with tubes to MC Hamster's cage and broaden her world. Well, the 2 cages weren't compatible, so I jokingly said, well, that means I need to get another hamster. And I went to the pet store like 2 days later to get Emmy. That's what I call MC Hamster, Emmy. I went to get Emmy a new wheel, and I saw this black hamster, pure black, and I fell in love. So fast forward a month later, Bear is part of our family. She's what you think of when you think of a hamster. She's broad. She waddles when she walks. She's fat. She looks like a tiny little black bear, and she's not big yet. She's going to get big, but she looks just like a bear. So her name is Bear. Those are my fur babies. And I had Bear out of her cage a little while ago running around her wheel, and I was cleaning her cage. And I was sending video of her running and pictures of her to Holly and Sherry because they love my hammies. Now Bear's asleep, Cherry. They're nocturnal, and I woke her up to clean her cage because I wanted to get it done before I went live. She's not too happy with me. She ate her avocado, and she's hiding. So both my girls are asleep right now. RVA Flip says, you are doing much better than I was hoping. Well, hey, heck, what did you expect, RVA Flips? Did you? I don't know what you expected. Like, did people think I was going to fail? 2,000 book slacker. Oh, the trolls are at it. Oh. my gosh, Sneaky Snake is here. That's exciting. That makes my day. But you stay away from my hammies and rodents in general. He's a snake. A sneaky snake. Yeah, it's Bear and Emmy. We call MC Hamster Emmy. So Bear and Emmy. Oh, Heidi is also in Pennsylvania. That's awesome. There's a lot of PA folks. So just to put this out there now, it's August. We're about to get into fall. And then all y'all that are in Pennsylvania, you know how cold and gross it is here. Sometime in the spring, after we have all of our bad weather, I do want to plan like a meetup in Pennsylvania. For all of the Pennsylvanians. And then, of course, anybody from any other state that would want to come is more than welcome. So that will be in the works. It'll be in the spring. Hammies. Could you imagine if they made wee little pajamas and they had hammies and jammies? Oh, that's probably a return. Hi, Donna. Thank you so much for joining me. It's good to hear that you love my show. That's great. RVA Flips wants to know if I'm in recovery. Shoes still bother me. Shoes are skeevy. Shoes are disgusting. If you all that sell shoes truly think about it, somebody else's toe sweat and foot sweat has touched that stuff that y'all put your hands on. But these shoes behind me, I'll show you guys these because I never got to do a haul with these. I got them the yard sale the day before we flew to Vegas. I'm going to just quickly catch up on the chat and then I'll show you these shoes. Thank you for hitting the like button, RVA Flips. I appreciate it. And we will have a PA meetup in the spring. I will try to beg Jamie to come out. It's about time we all met Jamie in person. Hammy jammies. Wear gloves? No. You could double glove, and I am not touching somebody else's feet. No. Get your hammy jammies here. Okay, so these shoes right here, the reason I got these is because I wasn't paying too much attention. My 17-year-old son picked these out. And if you look, they're very, 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 very clean on the bottom. And they have tags. And he had them in his hands, and I saw they were new with tags. So I said, well, let me ask the lady how much she wants for them. And she said $5. And I thought, well, shoot, new with tags, Adidas. Y'all. Let me catch up on the chat real quick. I'm going to have to get better at being able to multitask. Okay, so do y'all see that? So you know how certain brands have labs where they test out a product? That's what these are. That's what these are. These are from the Adidas lab. Look at this. I mean, we have to find out if we can sell these, first of all. From what Keith told me, some brands aren't okay with you selling their testers. Some of them destroy them, and employees sneak them out before they can be destroyed. So we have to make sure that Adidas is one of those brands that's okay. They're torsion. So as long as we can legally sell these, because I don't want to get my butt suit off for selling these. But these are definitely from the lab. So we're going to check out the legality of this. I hope I can, because we did run some comps, and we saw that some of these would go for like up to $500, and we paid $5. So, yeah, that was definitely like the score of the year at the yard sales, y'all. The shoe fair. Yes, Frenchie witnessed the shoe fair. And we were touching new shoes. We were like in we were in Marshalls or Ross, one of those, and there were new shoes that were on sale. I didn't even want to touch them because, you know, people could have tried them on. You will do great. So RVA Flips, your sample jacket, was that Adidas? Is it legally okay to sell Adidas? Testers from their lab. Tree Marie is also in Pennsylvania. That's cool. And Red Neckerson's resells. I tried that exact pair when I went to the factory. Well, that's super cool. So yeah, my son picked him out. I was really proud of him. I don't know if y'all know, we have a deal with the boys that anything they find, they get 50% of the profit. That's what they get paid. There's a little bit more to the agreement. If it needs cleaned up, if it needs washed, they have to do it. They have to help with the photographs and the storing of the item, and then when it ships. But from sourcing the item to the end to the shipping, if they help with the process along the way, they get 50%. That's their commission for helping us. So they're learning about how to be a little businessman. Never got a takedown, but if you're scared. Well, it's not just that I'm scared of eBay RVA Flips. I'm scared, like, just certain brands, like, scour the internet if it's illegal to sell their stuff, and they'll find you, and they'll sue you. And I don't need to be sued right now. Yeah, I know that Holly does the same thing with her son. Holly's a really awesome, amazing mom, you guys. Her kids, he's good. He's good stock, Holly. You did good. So let me look through here. I think I'm going to, I don't know if hamsters would wear clothes though. I think I want to invent hammy jammies. So you guys have anything else you want to ask, throw it up in the chat. We've been here for almost 40 minutes. I don't want to keep you any longer than an hour, but I don't want to keep you if I'm not talking either, because y'all don't want to stare at my pretty face. Yeah, see, RVA Flips, you could have been lucky. I don't know. It's just like a quick research to see if we can, and if we can't, I might cry, because that's like the coolest thing I've ever found. Tree Marie wants to make friends with Heidi. I love seeing resellers connect. It's great. I love this community. We will be doing this every week. So I will be doing a live show every Sunday at 8 p.m. from now on. I'm going to try to have guests on here that will be beneficial for the viewers. Next week, I'm going to have a Poshmark expert. And the week after, I'm going to have a guest that's going to talk about how to prepare yourself to leave your job and transition into reselling full-time, and how you can do that successfully without going broke. Oh, great, RVA Flips. That would be awesome. That is so helpful. Thank you very much. Next week's guest is a surprise, but some of you can guess who it is when I say that the person is a Poshmark expert and a very good friend of mine. Stitch Witch, or Frenchie, she's pretty amazing, you guys. She doesn't live far from me, and I did have the chance to meet with her once. You should look for the video if you haven't seen it. She's so sweet. She brought me all these little plushies, and we had lunch, and we had so much fun in the store. We absolutely got nothing for retail arbitrage. We failed, but we had a lot of fun. I actually think we were probably too busy getting to know each other and laughing to source. Oh, Dad, that's so sweet, and that's true. This is a great community. I have met a lot of really great people, including you, Dad. And then, like, it's amazing because you meet people and you talk all the time, and when you finally meet them in person, it's like you've always been friends. If you've ever had a friend that you eventually, for whatever reasons in life, lived in different states, and then you just meet up once in a while to see each other, that's what it felt like seeing Casey for the first time. Like Keith and I just fell right in with him and Kate. Like, we've just always been friends. And then, like I said, with Wade, him and Keith just hit it off. It's just like they'd always been friends. I got to meet Beth Ann. Just everyone I met, it was just like we've just always been friends. It's kind of neat. Great discipline for the kids. Yes, Cherry. I am not raising millennials who think they get everything for free. My kids know that you have to absolutely 100% work for everything you have. Nothing is free in life. And every action has a consequence, whether it's good or bad. Everything you do, you have a consequence for. Hamster jammies. I love you too, Frenchie. your typo made me laugh. RVA Flip says he's not finding this, so that's good. Like those shoes, you guys, you have no idea how excited I am. They're shoes I can touch, and they're shoes that could potentially like pay for next year's Vegas trip or part of it. I'm making my. You know what? As soon as they were tall enough to push a vacuum cleaner, they were doing it. So, you guys, I have opened up the floor. You can ask me anything. Don't be afraid. If it's not something I want to answer, I'll just ignore it. Thank my son. He found them. My 17-year-old is a little bit of a sneakerhead, a lot like Holly's son. And when we take him sourcing, that's what he goes for. He looks for the shoes. Thank you, Sherry. You're so sweet. Okay. Why do I hate The Office? I'm sorry I'm laughing so hard because I'm in this other group, a really small group, and The Office had come up, and I was like, or a meme had come up from The Office, and I was like, what show is that from? I have no idea. And everyone was like hating on me because it was The Office. And I'm like, oh, well, that's why I don't know, because that show is boring, and I've never watched it. That's just too funny. I don't hate it. It's just like the couple of times I tried to watch The Office, and I gave it a fair chance. I tried more than one time. Boring. Just not interesting. And I like all the people in it. I like everything else they've ever done. It was boring to me. I think it's because, I like CSI and horror movies. People just sitting around in an office not killing each other is not fun for me. Is my backdrop paper? Deb, yes, it is. This is the exact same photography setup that Casey uses. When is Keith making an appearance? If you can spot Keith in a video or a photograph from Vegas, that was his appearance. And it was begrudging. And he didn't really want to be on camera. But I believe Wade may have some footage with Keith in it, and some photos. I know that Adam Freights has a picture of Keith, and it is on his YouTube channel. And he shows up in Casey's a couple of times and mine. That's his big appearance. That's the only time you're ever going to see him is when he accidentally gets in on Vegas footage. Classic rock lover. Yes, kids need to learn how to lose and bounce back from defeat. That is such an important lesson. You can't go through life thinking you get a trophy for everything, because then when you're an adult and you don't get the job that you interviewed for, or you don't get the house because someone outbid you, or any number of things that can happen are disappointing, they're not going to know how to properly and positively and healthily, is healthily a word? Deal with the disappointment. Wade says we are having an awesome chat. Wade, we're talking about everything from hamsters to how to make your kids work for your store. It's pretty cool. Jameson's Closet, you are my new best friend. Does anybody know how old I am? If you know how old I am, you all can put it in the chat. I told a bunch of people at Open, and they absolutely did not believe me. But those of you who saw my video on my birthday, when Holly and Donatella sent me the present and I opened the hippo on video, I did say how old I am. I look 25. Oh my gosh, I am just so in love with you. I'm not 25. Oh, Keith just outed himself. He's playing WoW and he admitted it. He is. He's in the next room playing WoW. The new expansion for WoW comes out August 14th, so he's trying to do all the pre-expansion stuff. Whatever. When the new expansion drops, we're actually taking a weekend off of work to play. But I'm not doing all the stuff leading up to it. Instead of where is Waldo, it'll be where is Keith. Misty, I'm not as old as 41. And I'm not 25. 25 plus shipping and handling. That depends on how much I weigh. So either you're calling me fat. No, I'm kidding. I will tell you guys that Keith is 11 years younger than me. Or the shoot. How can you meet me in an hour? You're in San Fran, Sherry. See, now, Deb, you don't look your age either. You, in no way, look 51. You do not look your age, Deb. You look great. Not 37. You figured I had younger kids because I love... No, it's just because I'm a big kid, Jameson. I'm huge, like, child inside. And, like, I like to tell people, Keith is 11 years younger than me, but he's older than me. Like, mentality. He's the adult in our relationship. Me and my children laugh at farts, and we like stuffed animals, and we do all that silly stuff, and Keith is like the, get off my lawn. Cradle robber. Yeah, a little bit. A little bit. A little bit. Just a tiny bit. But you know what? For all of you that are saying I look young, that's so nice of you. Sometimes out in public, people think Keith's my son. It really offends me because I know Keith looks young. Those of you that met him in Vegas, he looks like he's 12. But still, I don't think I look old enough to be his mother. Older than 32. Remember, I have a 17-year-old. Jamie, you're bad. You are awful. Holly, that's funny. Yeah, my sons sometimes tell me when we're in public and I like dance in a store, they're like, oh, goodness, Mom, grow up. Older than 39, RVA Flips. Good guess, though. You're almost there. I feel like we're playing Price. Y'all remember that Price is Right? And people were like 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. And they go higher, lower, higher, lower, higher, lower. That was a great game. I used to watch it with my grandma. See there, now I told you about how old I am. You guys, I turned the big 4-0 this year. I'm 40. Gross. I just turned the great big 4-0, which is disgusting. So we're going to do a giveaway. We've been here for about 50 minutes. So I am going to do a giveaway. I got to roll out a screen and knock stuff over and make noise. That's what I do. All right. So y'all know that while we were all at eBay Open, the winner gets nothing. They get to know that they guessed my age right. It was RVA Flips. Winner, winner, winner. Okay, so we got lots of swag. We got swag, lots of it in Vegas. And I know that a lot of YouTubers and people on Instagram have been giving their swag away. Keith and I really wanted most of our swag. So, cha-ching. You know what? I'm not going to try to put this nicely. I'm just going to be honest because I'm all about being transparent and honest, right? Oh, thank you, Deb. Yes, age is an annoying number. It sure is. Because I don't feel 40 and I don't look 40. All right. Keith and I went through our swag and we chose what we liked and wanted to keep. We had doubles of everything. So we kept one of each thing just to have it for prosperity's sake. We went to eBay Open and got the swag. And then the stuff that we had doubles of, basically Keith cherry picked what he wanted and you guys are getting our sloppy seconds. But you're going to get some cool stuff. So I'm going to show you the swag I'm giving away, and then I'm going to write a number on a piece of paper and put it down, and you guys can guess what number it is. And whoever guesses the number first is the lucky winner. You can go on Facebook and message me their address, and I will ship this out tomorrow or Tuesday. Deb, the swag bags, like the actual bags of stuff came in. We are keeping all 4 of those. They were really nice canvas bags. 2 were blue, 2 were tan. They're already put away in my trunk. I'd show them to you. We carry our own bags to all of the yard sales that we attend. We have like canvas bags and the really big plastic Goodwill bags, and they stay in my trunk. And then we just bag all of our yard sale stuff every Saturday with our bags. So we kept all 4 because they actually are going to be very useful for us. Jameson, you need to check your settings on your phone. About a month and a half ago, my phone stopped cha-chinging, and I didn't know why. And I checked all the settings within the eBay app. I uninstalled the app. I reinstalled the app. I restarted my phone. I checked for updates on my phone. And here in the settings on my phone, I had the notifications for eBay specifically turned off, turned them on. My cha-ching started coming back in. I felt silly because I'd actually got in the VIP group and I was like, can anybody help me? And then it was something like Keith was like, oh, it's in your settings. And I felt silly. You know, it happens. All right. Dawn has been waiting for cha-ching all day. Mine's been going nuts. We have actually, I think we've recouped from the 10-day handling and being on vacation. But we worked really hard all week, you guys. This is iced coffee because just before the show, I was falling asleep. I'm really tired. Keith is tired. We worked really hard. But I think our store is back on track. That goes to show you, you know, you guys know I always say an active store is a happy store. List every day. You will see results. There were socks. Deb, I didn't get socks. I'm really disappointed. No, you guys, I like socks. I like socks. All of my, I don't have one pair of plain socks. And I never wear the same 2 because I'm too lazy to fold them. Like right now I have on a Harley Quinn and a Joker. Anyway. Thank you, Sherry. Happy old fart. Stitch, what you had to YouTube? I just asked to Keith. If y'all have a Keith, you can just ask Keith. He's good with technology. I know. I'm really disappointed about not having socks. I didn't know. They probably gave out the socks the day I was sick. Well, I didn't bowl, Deb. So maybe if you bowled, you got socks. I couldn't bowl because of my back. The little bit of footage of me dancing is in my thing, and you can see I'm not even really dancing. I'm like standing on the floor doing this. I'm very limited. That's okay, because it doesn't stop me. I live my life as best I can. All right, so here's this poster. It says Las Vegas, July 24th, 26th, eBay Open. And it's got 2 aces and some poker chips and some dice and a slot machine. It's cute. So whoever wins gets this. let me just fold it up and be really noisy about it, right? Okay, and then this. I have this on my key ring. I am absolutely in love with this. The Boss keychain, because I'm a boss. Keith doesn't like a lot of keys. It's one of those guys that has like one little metal ring in his key. So y'all can have that. This Going Places. It's a luggage tag. It has a plastic handle that you kind of loop in and around itself to hold it on. I put it on my Suicide Squad backpack. So next year, when I take my backpack with me, I'll have this on it. And a mask. Is this called a sleep mask, y'all? Well, they didn't give us socks. And that is a shame. Because socks are cool. So this sleep mask, you wear it, you know, to block out the light when you're sleeping. I don't know that I would ever really wear one of these, but I hung mine up on my bed post just to have it by my bed. It says, "Living the Dream." Have I ever snuggled with the mannequin torso? No, I can't say that I have. I have petted Velvetina because she's soft and velvety. And then a pencil. I'm keeping my pencil because you guys have learned enough about me tonight. We will not talk about my addiction to pens and pencils and stationery and journals. So it's a silver pencil, and it says, "You got this, eBay open 18." And it's just a, you know, pencil. Does anybody even have pencil sharpeners in this day and age anymore? Liar. No, I really have never snuggled with a mannequin. I have no need to. Have you? Okay, so you get the poster, the mask, the pencil, the luggage tag. It's plastic too. It's not just paper. And the keychain. Yes, he said. I'm going to write a number down on this piece of paper. Between 1 and 20. I believe our auctions are ending. You might hear a few more cha-chings. Okay, it's on this piece of paper. It's down. So everyone gets a number between 1 and 20, and whoever guesses the number wins the swag. Deb has pencil sharpeners. So whoever wins, if you don't have pencil sharpeners, you can visit Deb's store and buy one. RVA Flips got it already. First guess. You guys see the 13 there? RVA Flips did get it on the very first guess. How did you do that? I think I know. You're probably just a very observant person. I realized something I said at the beginning of the show. But RVA Flips, you won. So aren't you the one that just said you need a mask? There you go. And I'm looking through the chat. Sorry, guys. First guess. Okay, so on Facebook, start Ryson. Find me. Send me a private message. Don't do it through Instagram. I never get my direct messages there. And if I do, it's like days later because I don't have notifications on for Instagram. So I have the messenger for Facebook. Send me a private message to Facebook. Send me your address or where you would like me to send these to and whom they should be addressed to. And I will do my best to get them boxed up and shipped out tomorrow. And if not tomorrow, Tuesday. I did, Holly. I did. I just totally realized at the beginning of the video I said lucky number 13 was watching. And then I picked 13. So he's observant. What is selling? What is selling? It's crazy. Stuff is not making sense right now, Donatella. We've sold sweaters. and tank tops and shorts and jeans. And plush is selling really well right now. I'm selling like maybe 4 or 5 a day. I don't have any cats, Stephen. So like a little mix of everything. And I don't know if it's because we're coming to the end of the summer, so some folks are still buying summer clothes. And then we're coming to the beginning of the fall, so some folks are preparing for fall. I will say my plush always sell the best at the end of the summer and then in fourth quarter. So good night, Deb. Love ya. Stephen has 10. Stephen is trolling. So as long as he's like a little bit of a tame troll, we'll let him stay. He says he has 10 cats. And that he also cuddles with a mannequin. So you guys, you know what? Stephen's just lonely. I mean, he has 10 cats and he has to sleep with a mannequin at night. Let's just be nice to him and give him a little bit of attention. All right, so RJ Flips, like I said, send me your address, Facebook, private message, and I will do my best to get this shipped out today. If not, today. It's 9 o'clock Eastern time, and I'm gonna go down to the post office tomorrow. If not, I'll do it Tuesday. But I will message you when I send it, so you know to look for it, and I'll give you your tracking number as well. Or I hope he's not a serial killer. Key lime kisses. By the way, welcome. Hi. I don't know if I said hi to you earlier. Probably not. NW Purple Sparkles. Hello. You're in Washington, so you're like back in time. All right. So I have actually been on for an hour, and I don't want to keep anybody overly long. Brain fart. Thank you, everybody who did show up tonight and participate in the chat. I super 100% appreciate it. This was my very first live show alone at home. I did do one with Casey in Vegas, and Sydney made an appearance. But that was different. It was with Casey, and this is different. I was by myself. So thank you guys for showing up to my very first live show and participating in the chat. I appreciate it. I appreciate all the likes. I love them. Love the likes. I love the chat. I love seeing everybody interact with one another and with me. That is amazing. I love all of you, each and every single one of you, because without you, I would not have a channel. I just sold something on Poshmark. Woohoo! I get sidetracked. I hear cha-chings or I see my little email come in from Posh, and I'm like, I made money. No, but guys, I 100% appreciate you. Thank you for joining. For those of you that are watching this later when it's not live, thank you for coming in when it wasn't live and watching it. You didn't have to watch it later. Key lime came in late. Thank you, Jameson. That's very sweet of you. I will be back next Sunday at 8 p.m. I will have a Posh expert with me. For those of you that are starting to cross post or learning Posh or need to up your game on Posh, this person is amazing. So again, thank you to each and every one of you. Thank you to my admin, Holly. I think Jamie made an appearance. Thank you, Jamie. I did ask them kind of last minute if they wanted wrenches, and they jumped on board. So they're pretty amazing. You guys thank them for their time. And Keith, thank you. In the other room playing WoW. I'm jealous. And if you haven't already, guys, subscribe to the channel and help us feed a hungry hippo. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. We're at Flippin' Hippos. Until next time, you guys have a good night.